Abby Jarvis reporting for 24 News. Today marks the first anniversary since the end of the Vietnam War, but with recent studies that have just been released about the deadly weapon, napalm, we will learn how brutal the war really was.
At high speed and low level, the F-4C delivers napalm fire bombs. A flight of 4 F-104s attacks low and fast, using napalm to maximum advantage against a convoy of trucks. Whenever an aggressor threatens the peace and security of any free world nation, he must accept the possibility of meeting face-to-face Shaq in action.
Napalm, what is considered to be one of the most efficient and successful weapons during the war, is now being exposed to the nation of its true cruelty. Napalm is a highly flammable liquid that was created from lanthanum and palmitic acid. When in contact with human flesh, it clinches to the skin and burns it off. It can burn up to 2,200 degrees Fahrenheit and cause 5th-degree burns. 2,200 degrees Fahrenheit is about 1/4 the temperature of the sun. A 5th-degree burn is when the skin is burned completely to the bone. A single napalm bomb can ignite 2,500 square yards in flames. Doe's Chemical Company went from making household items such as saran wrap to making deadly weapons. This caused a major upset across the nation. Protests were held and many boycotted by not purchasing their products. From the time of 1963 to 1973, approximately 388,000 tons of napalm was showered over the country of Vietnam. This is an image of burn victim Kim Phuc. She said, "I saw the fire from the napalm over my body, and my clothes just burnt off." She is just one of many victims to have been exposed of the horrific sight of napalm. Bystanders of napalm bombs can also be harmed as well. They could suffer from heat strokes, smoke exposure, and carbon monoxide poisoning. The only long-lasting damage from napalm is aches from the areas where the victim was burned. Victims could also suffer from trauma and may not be mentally stable. Napalm was first used as flamethrowers for the United States ground troops. Its original purpose was to be used as a way to eliminate sections of forest so that any guerrilla warfare fighters could no longer hide.
You needed a number of weapons, and we used a great many weapons.
Flamethrowers. That was the best weapon they had.
Though napalm was an efficient way to fight the war, it killed many innocent lives. There was no way to tell an enemy from a friend. After seeing what the flamethrower could really do, military leaders decided to expand the use of napalm. Later on in the war, B-52 aircraft began dropping napalm bombs. The pilot's goal was to drop the bomb on bunkers. If the bomb did not burn the victim to death, they would be suffocated because the napalm would consume the oxygen to stay lit as long as possible. America then saw napalm as an easier way to fight. It destroyed military bases and enemies. Vietnamese civilians weren't the only ones who were affected. American soldiers could be caught in the middle of a bombing. Jimmy D. Nakayama said that he witnessed a man hit with napalm. He was in shock. Then he heard another soldier yell to him to pick up the man's feet that were now detached from the victim. As soon as he grabbed the boots, it crumbled. All that was left of the man's feet were his bones. Jimmy said that he will never forget that day. Does napalm have a use in the future? If so, how many more lives will it take? Will there be a change? These are all questions America is still wondering today. I'm Abby Jarvis, and thank you for watching 24 News.